trying to preserve or conserve aspects of the monarchy and the social order. They were averse to change or innovation. Their opponents, who were Republicans insisting on reform rather than conservation, sat to the left of the president's chair. And so the terms right and left mean conservative as opposed to reformist or liberal. In American politics, the conservative seeks to preserve what she sees as Christian values and tradition from encroachment by the state. On such issues as gay rights and abortion, the American conservative seeks a halt to reform. This is social conservatism rather than political. And such a person seeking a halt to reform could be either a Democrat or a Republican. Though for the last few decades, she has been mostly Republican. British conservatism rose from its class system and the landed elite, seeking to preserve the social order by supporting the monarchy, the church, and the empire. The political opposition to it is called Labour because the working class's interests are fundamentally opposed to conservatism. They are seen as socialist because they push for greater state ownership over ownership by private interests that they feel shut out from. In time, the liberal and conservative ideologies have evolved and expanded but retained their essential differences. The question is, if we are to assume that Hindutva is an ideology of the right, what is it trying to conserve? Is it the social order? If so, which aspect of it? The caste system or something else? The answer is not clear according to the ideology's own texts, nor is it readily apparent when one observes Hindutva in action. While we shall explore what its objectives are, at first sight it appears to be the case that it is not trying to conserve anything. It is therefore not appropriate to refer to the ideology and its supporters and proponents as right. The word Hindutva implies something unique and distinct, and right-wing should not be incorrectly substituted or used as a synonym for Hindutva because it normalizes Hindutva majoritarianism and locates it wrongly. In the political language of our time, the word right has come to be associated with individual freedoms, a hawkish nationalism, a resistance to immigration, a focus on the military at the expense of other organs of the state and their capacities, and a determination to liberalize the economy. Here, it is not easy to separate the policies and outlook of India's two national political parties. On all these subjects, including immigration, both have followed similar trajectories and policies based on an institutional consensus. The right, as understood in the rest of the world, is vehemently against aspects of the welfare state, which it sees as handouts. But again, despite the rhetoric from some of his supporters when he came to power, even under Modi there was little difference in outlook or policies from the BJP on this front. We must therefore discard the word right and all its attendant meanings when we refer to Hindutva. Correspondingly, in India, the word liberal has come to be used as a slur. But all understand what it communicates. Someone opposed to majoritarianism. Hindutva refers to such an attitude as appeasement, and to ethno-nationalism, which equates India and Indianness with only one set of citizens. Both sides agree that this is an acceptable definition. The problem of definition affects only Hindutva. There is a second difference that makes Hindutva politics distinct from that of the right. The BJP is not like the Republican Party or the Conservative Party in a distinct way. These are political groups that can shift away from adversarial positions against minorities because broad ideas and principles and not a particular community lie at the core of their belief system. This focus on principle over people means that Cuban Americans who are Hispanic immigrants often identify as Republican. The Republicans are seen by many opponents as racists, but they are also the party of Abraham Lincoln, who chose civil war over letting the South continue with slavery. The US's Democrats are seen as liberal and the party of Barack Obama, but they were also once the party that supported racial segregation in the South. The point is that on the